Hi, my name is Scott. I live in Los Angeles. I've been targeted since 2001. It's been almost 20 years. I have to deal with the voice to skull, the Cybertorture, the remote neural monitoring. It happens wherever I go throughout the world, even on a plane at 35,000 feet over South America, still connected. I even went into a gold mine down in San Diego, went down about 300, 400 feet, still could hear him. There's absolutely no escape. Unfortunately, I've been held hostage during the week and debilitated to the point where I can't work, and I'm getting tired of listening to their stupidity. So I'm actually getting bored of listening to their games. They've run out of them. They don't work anymore. So they just hold me physically and hope for a way to affect me psychologically, and it just doesn't work. And it's not ever going to work. I wanted to talk about implanting memories. Most of what I've written is written on a blog at cybertorture.blogspot.com. Again, that's cybertorture.blogspot.com. I'll be adding this, if not making a separate blog for it. This is on implanting memories, and it's not what they make it out to be in the movies. It's not as glamorous, and it's definitely not like the movie Total Recall, where they can believably implant a false memory. I hope to explain the logic behind what they did to me so you can detect it yourself. First, I want to go over some terms according to Wikipedia as far as memory recall is concerned. According to Wikipedia, recall in memory refers to the mental process of retrieval of information from the past. There are three types of recall. There's free recall, cued recall, and serial recall. Free recall is when you recall a list of items in any order. Cued recall is tested with cues to remember material. Cues act as guides to what a person is supposed to remember and can be virtually anything that may act as a reminder. For example, a smell, a song, a color, or a place. They use cued recall to bring up memories from my past and suck me into some sort of conversation. I do that often. The third type of recall is serial recall. Serial recall is the ability to recall items or events in the order in which they occurred. So it's kind of like free recall, but free recall is the items in any order. Serial recall is the items in a specific order in which they occurred. Now, what they're doing to implant memories is they're mixing up free recall with serial recall to implant false memories. I'm going to go over a couple of theories. Their two-stage theory states that, one, recall begins with a search and retrieval process, and two, and decision or recognition process where the correct is chosen from what has been retrieved. So this is a two-step process, the search and retrieval, and then the recognition process where the correct is chosen. The principle of encoding specificity states that memory utilizes information from the memory trace, or the situation in which it was learned, and from the environment in which it was received. In other words, memory is improved when information available at encoding is also available at retrieval. They use this to start and suck you into conversations explaining the memory as well. Now, I hope to explain the logic behind what they're doing so you can detect it yourself and prevent its effectiveness. It all started when they first began by attempting to verbalize my thoughts. They would always start late trying to catch up. they would only have enough time to verbalize the last half of my sentence. It was annoying hearing only the last half of the sentence, so I would say the first half of the sentence after they forced the second half to be verbalized. That way, the whole sentence was verbalized, just not in the proper order. Then I would digest the two halves in the proper order. Here's an example. I would think, I don't want to go to the fair. Because they start late, I would hear them only voice to go to the fair. It's annoying hearing only the last half of the sentence. So you fix it by remembering the entire sentence in the correct order and digesting it. So you hear to go to the fair, and then you would say, I don't want to. And then you would digest both halves in the correct order. You are processing to go to the fair, I don't want to. You remember the entire sentence in the correct order and digest it. They record that action and can swap out different memories and make it seem as if a false memory is a memory that occurred in the past. The problem came when I digested the sentence in the correct order. Even though it was verbalized by the second half first, they recorded that and tried to use it to implant memories that didn't occur. They're swapping out free recall with serial recall to implant memories that didn't happen. They record that and try to swap out memories that you can digest if you don't know what they are doing. When they try and implant a memory, you can tell and feel it is fake and then confirm it by not being able to remember it in relationship to your life, or recognize it like the theory I stated earlier states, the two-stage theory with the search and retrieval and then a decision or recognition process. Without that recognition process, you can't confirm that it's an actual memory. The fake thought can't be confirmed because it didn't happen. It is an intense thought framed as a memory, but is unconfirmable because it didn't happen. You can't recognize it. If you know how they do it, you can feel it and you can dismiss it. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about memories was manipulating your dreams. They can manipulate your dreams, and when you're sleep deprived for a week at a time with about 4 hours sleep, the blur between dream and when you're awake seems to sort of fade. So you have to be careful when you're sleep deprived. But they can manipulate your dreams, but those memories can't be recognized as a memory because they didn't occur. You don't have that recognition process. They have the ability to confuse your memory with sleep deprivation, but it does not get past the recognition process. So I hope that helps. I originally had coined the phrase streaming the sentence, streaming the memory, and I've heard them use it since, but I think they just liked it because it had to do with stream of consciousness, and they're a little weird like that. Anyways, my notes are all under the blog cybertorture.blogspot.com. Again, it's cybertorture.blogspot.com. If you have any questions about the memory I just talked about, implanting memories, feel free to email me at mindcontrolinformation@gmail.com. I hope they stop holding me hostage soon and this torture ends and we're all free soon. Talk to you later.